Hey. GregWrights.com, your real estate agent professional here in the greater Fresno, California, Central Valley area, giving you a thumbs up. Let's go. Guys, it's our weekly update. Our preferred lender, Kurt Goetz, is not here with us today. He had a very important course he had to attend, and as a mortgage professional, he could not be here. So I'm going to handle both the mortgage loan rates and headline news, and also the real estate headline news nationally, locally, and what's going on in our Fresno, California, Central Valley market. Let's go. You know the old saying, grab something to drink, the water, the coffee. I love my coffee. Don't mind if I do. Thank you for that. Grab a pen, paper. Let's take some notes. Let's go. Guys, September 27th, 2022 market update. Here's the headlines. You probably know this, but you may not. With the Greg Wrights Real Estate Team and our podcast on YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook, and more, you will get the truth. We're not going to tell you what we think you want to hear or to get you to buy or sell. This is going to be the truth, so you can make an honest decision of now the right time to buy and sell or invest in property. Pretty simple. Okay, so here we go. Greg Wrights, Real Estate Team, EXP, Fresno, California, at our Fresno office by River Park. Here we go, guys. Okay, monthly or headlines today. For the month of from June to the September 27th, I want to give you the headlines here. The market has dropped in the greater Fresno area about 7.5% to 8% in the last 94 days. From June 22nd to now, the median home prices fell from 412 plus thousand to about 378,000. That's about an 8%, 7.5% drop in price for the medium home prices. It's very similar nationally. It does change a little bit from market to market, city to city, state to state, but our Fresno area is about 7.5% to 8% down in price for the medium home price. Again, 412 to about 378, 380. There you go. Now, the rates have hit 6.5 to 6.75 across the board nationally. The rates have been inching up, the prices have been inching down, and we're able to get great opportunities buying for our buyers. Let me show you the rates from loan to loan. Now, I don't have these memorized because they're changing weekly, so I've got to read them off my preferred lender, Kurt Goetz' sheet. Conventional loan right now, 6.5 to 6.75%. That's with a decent credit, right around the 680, 660 to 720. You're going to vary 6.5 to 6.875 on the interest rate. FHA, 6.125. So if you can do an FHA loan, do that. 6 and an 8, 6.125 to 6.5. Okay, good interest rate. Veterans, VA, 6.125, 6 and an 8, 6.125 on a VA. These are all 30-year loans. USDA, zero money down. Closing costs paid by the seller, zero money in, basically. We're running right around 6.875% on a USDA loan for buyers. Cal HFA right about the same, 6.875 for a 30-year, 1% low down payment type of loan, and we got those. First-time home buyers, we've got you covered. First-time home buyer loan programs. That's the great news. That's the update there. The national update is they have been inching across the board. It has slowed new homes and resale homes down slightly, but the buyers that are taking advantage of them are coming out ahead. We want you to know that. Fresno Market, because that's the market that we work in, the Rights Team. EXP Realty out of Fresno, Madera, Clovis. On that, I want to give you an idea of the market. Fresno MLS had about 1,050 homes on the market in about March. 1,050. So now we fast forward from March to end of September 27th, which is about 6 months. 6 months. We now have 2,771 units on the market. That's everything combined: residential, commercial, land, ag, everything. So we had about 1,050 in March. Now we have 2,771 listings active on the market. 2.5 to 2 3/4 times the inventory that we had 6 months ago. Almost 3 times the inventory. guys. So it's changing over to a buyer's market. Buyers, you got great opportunities out there. Get it while you can before those rates go up. The Feds are supposed to raise the rates again in October, a half to 3/4 of a point, basis points, 0.5 to 0.75. That's what they're saying. And again in November or December, probably December, 0.5 to 0.75 again. So great time to buy now right before they go up. Um, we'll see what happens with that. The pricing is getting really good for buyers. We've got resale sellers making phenomenal opportunities, price cuts, paying closing costs for the buyer. Guys, I want to give you a tool, buyers. Here's a tool for you. Ask the seller with your agent or with us if you use us to pay for your closing costs, the buyer's closing costs, up to $15,000 for buyers recurring and non-recurring closing costs to buy the interest rate down. To buy your interest rate down. What does that mean? So let's say you were going to buy a home and you got a 6.25% interest rate today, 30-year on a FHA. We can have the buyer buy that interest rate down for the first 2 years. So it would look something like this: 6.25% on an FHA for 28 years, but it's a 30-year loan. The first year would be about 2.5 points less than that. So let's say you would be at 3.75 for the first year, 4.75 on the second year, and then 6.25 after that. It's going to be about that. So 3.75 to 4% on the first year, 4.75 to 5% on the second year, and 28 years after that locked in at the 6.25. What does that do? That makes you a huge smaller payment for the first year, considerably smaller the second year, and 28 years fixed after that on a good interest rate. And remember this, guys, I'm telling the buyers, great time to negotiate. Those days will be over one day, not too far down the road here. It's a great time to buy real estate because you can negotiate right now. And remember, you're married to the home for a few years, yes, maybe your whole life. Most people sell within 6 to 8 years, but you're not married. You are not married to that interest rate, guys. You're not married to the interest rate. So, cycles in real estate go up and down. Interest rate cycles go up and down. Same way. Right now, they're going a little bit up. They'll go down again. Buy the house now, get your best deal, your best price, and then refinance out of there as soon as those rates go back down where you want them, probably around the 4 to 4.75 interest rate. Okay, guys, I want to say one more thing, and I'd like to share this just about every week we do our updates. My first two homes I bought was in 1996, and that one was a 6.25 interest rate, 6.25 interest rate in 1996. I bought my second home. We moved over from Fresno to Madera in the country, and we paid 5.75% interest rate on the second home. That was normal real estate. These is normal interest rates, guys. That 3%, 2.75% to 4% is not normal. It's so rare. It's just, don't bank on that happening anytime in the near future because it's not a normal thing. 5 to 6% is very normal. That's about where you're at now. Great time to negotiate. Guys, I hope this podcast helped you. Lots of units are still moving and selling with the inventory up. Buyers, you can pick the home that you want at the price that you want. The Rights team has the home and the loan. We do have the home and the loan for you. Different loan programs, different opportunities, and great negotiators for you, buyers, to get the right opportunity. And sellers, we know how to list and sell those properties, as you know already. We got a ton of listings looking up my board there. About 14 of them. Let's go. Time to sell and buy. Investors, you know what time it is. You're educated already. It's looking good for you guys. I've just purchased a couple more investments, so it's time to buy. Guys, Greg Wright's 559-260-1777. 559-260-1777. You can also go to FresnoMaderoHomesearch.com and find our real estate team there. Call and text and get a hold of Kurt Goetz, our lender, 559-392-5009. 559-392-5009. Sorry could not be with us today, but sometimes that training is important. Guys, we want to be the best we can be for you. Thanks for watching our Honest Podcast. Talk to you soon. Have a great day. Bye now.